Okay, here's another drawing I'm going to make. It's called a combination coil capacitor. And first of all, you have a core, like ferrite or iron or whatever you want. And you wrap directional lines around it. And I've had a few videos how to do this, but here's how you do it. You start here, you go around, make a coil around the ferrite. And then when you get to the end, the very end here, you bend the wire 90 degrees and pull it straight back. And then you bend it again 90 degrees and put another layer on top, of what you just did. Actually, the wire will be going around on top of that pulled back version. So, top view, here's the winds. Whatever. So the wire comes straight back, and then you wind the same direction. You do another layer, pull it straight back, do another layer. Okay, that's called a directional wind. Okay, I was at this science conference down at Phoenix, at Tesla Tech, and I was doing a demo with my Konehead motors. But anyways, we had this brainstorm. This guy, I can't remember his name now, he's a really funny guy, but he said, hey, when you pull it back straight, the wire back straight, why not make that like a copper tube or something? Copper, aluminum, whatever, but copper would be good because you can solder to it. So instead of coming back straight, like you have the coil inside there, solder to here and solder to here. So you don't have the pulled back straight portion is actually a copper tube. Now, looking at it at the end, here's your core, let's say. And then you have, let's say it's ferrite, and so now you have your winds right over it, right, all the way down. This is looking at the end. Now the copper tube I'll make in blue will go around it all the way, and in between here I'll make, this will be like mylar tube, okay? Mylar or something like that. And then on the outside of the copper tube, also a mylar tube. So you have kind of tabs coming off the mylar, so they all connect. And you do like, I don't know, 10 layers, whatever you want to do, like this. And each time, instead of having this wire come back straight, you have it be a copper tube coming back. Now this is a capacitor. Here's the capacitor. And you have the current running right through the copper tube. And it has some sort of shielding effect, I'm sure, and it's going to do something weird with the eddy currents. Besides being a copper, besides being like a copper plate in a capacitor, a copper tube in a capacitor. So, and I made one of these a few years ago, maybe 8 years ago, and I tested it, and it could shoot a magnet up higher in the air more than any coil I made. So it's kind of a pain now to do, but whatever. And the Also, I want to say I normally do directional winds, I put a piece of, like when the straight wire comes back, I put a piece of tape underneath it and a piece of tape over it to insulate it, because it's running 90 degrees to all these winds and it might chafe and the varnish will scrape off and you'll get shorts. So in place of this copper tape are these mylar tubes, which you connect so that it's the dielectric of the capacitor. So there's my capacitor slash coil concept, and actually I've built them so they do work. And if you want to look at a microphone, a unidirectional microphone, how do they do those windings inside of there compared to an omnidirectional microphone? And an omnidirectional microphone picks up everything in a room. A unidirectional microphone has kind of like a cannon-like flux pattern or whatever that picks up just the singer's voice, and it doesn't pick up the rest of the stuff in the room. And that's what we're looking for, kind of like a unidirectional microphone type of winding to concentrate the flux so you get more power for the same amount of juice going into a pulse coil, DC pulse coil. So, and I wouldn't doubt they have some sort of mylar thin plastic coating around those layers in the unidirectional microphones, but I've never looked at them. Anyways, so there's that concept. Sorry about the messy drawing, but thanks a lot for watching.